Welcome to the Directors Club podcast, your go-to resource for child care center owners and directors seeking success at their centers. Each week, we dive into the world of child care management, sharing valuable tips, tools, resources, and strategies to help you build enrollment, retain top teachers, and streamline your operations. With a casual and lighthearted approach, we tackle the challenges you face from staffing and enrollment to business skills and time management. Join us as we unlock the secrets to creating a thriving child care center. Let's laugh, learn, and grow together. This is the Directors Club podcast. Hey everybody, how are you today? Today's podcast is really the backbone of a high-quality child care center. That's performance reviews. We're going to talk about something that might not always be top priority on our list, but it's absolutely essential for the success of your center, and it's the performance review. They are far more than just a formality. They're in the backbone of your team's ongoing development and your center's overall quality. So today I'm going to walk you through why performance reviews are so crucial and how to structure them effectively, and the steps you can take to coach, document, and manage challenging situations with empathy and consistency. That's what we're talking about this month inside the Directors Club. We have been working on employee management and how to go from coaching, mentoring, counseling, performance improvement plans, and even write-ups and terminations. We've been going through this whole process this month, so this topic is right on target. So let me share with you. I used to underestimate the power of performance reviews. Really early on in my career when I was in banking, I treated them as something to check off a list rather than a meaningful opportunity for growth, because that's what I was taught. I scheduled them annually, but they were often rushed, and I didn't always follow up as thoroughly as I should have. All right, so fast forward to the year that I started out in childcare, and I had a situation with a teacher that was consistently underperforming. But because I hadn't been diligent with her meetings and I just met with her annually and I did her observations, issue just kept spiraling out of control. So I hadn't provided her with clear, actionable feedback or the support she needed to improve. And by the time I realized the extent of the problem, it was really too late to turn things around easily. This was a big wake-up call for me. I realized that without a structured approach to performance reviews, I was not only doing a disservice to my team, but also the kids and the families who relied on high-quality care at Scribble Time. So I knew I had to change my approach, so I developed a more comprehensive, consistent review process. And here's how you can think about structuring an effective performance review system at your center. So the first step is to establish the importance of reviews. This first step is recognizing and communicating the importance of performance reviews. These aren't just about identifying what's wrong. They're not about just a thing to check off the annual review list for the licensing. They're about recognizing what's right and finding ways to support your team's growth. Make sure your staff understands that reviews are a tool for development, not just of an evaluation. The second thing that we did was we implemented annual reviews and quarterly check-ins. While annual reviews provide a comprehensive overview of performance, they're not enough on their own. I introduced quarterly check-ins to ensure that we're staying on top of progress and addressing issues as they arose. So rather than letting them linger for months, right? These check-ins are less formal, but equally important. They allow for ongoing dialogue and continuous improvement. And I 100% believe that they add a lot of value in teacher retention. I think that's huge, these check-ins. All right, so the third thing is coach and document for improvement. So coaching is a critical part of the review process. And we don't think about that often. We just think, we mentor, we give direction, we provide coaching, and then we do performance reviews. It's all part of the same thing. During each review or check-in, I focus on providing constructive feedback and actionable steps for improvement. It's important to document everything from the positive aspects and to the areas that need work. This documentation not only helps track progress, but also provides a record if more formally disciplinary action becomes necessary. When you're meeting with a teacher and you're given all the good feedback, and then you're like, you know what? I really want to see a little bit more of implementing the curriculum in your classroom. Let's talk about what that looks like. Implementing curriculum in the classroom could look totally different from me to you. And the teacher might not understand exactly what you mean by implementing, because we all know they don't teach it in college. Unless you live in a state that you see that more, but we see more things in the higher education taught in theory and maybe even developing curriculum. But how do you implement it? How do you really implement it in what you're looking for? So create in this document like 3 things they can do to implement curriculum and talk through it with them. All right, next, managing challenging situations with empathy and consistency. So unfortunately, not all reviews are easy. I have been leading people since I was 24. I think I was 24. So almost 30 years. I know I don't look a day over 20, but almost 30 years. I still get a stomach ache before I have to go have a tough conversation. It literally kills me. I hate giving someone negative feedback. But when you come from a place of empathy and respect, I think it's just totally different. So I push through those feelings. So when dealing with this underperformance or even a difficult behavior, it's still essential to approach the situation with empathy while maintaining consistency in your expectations and the rules that you've set in place at your center. So I've learned that it's possible to be firm and supportive at the exact same time. So don't be afraid to address the problems, because this isn't just you're doing it wrong, fix it. This is you helping, you mentoring, and that's what mentorship is all about. When these things end up turning into formal disciplinary action, such as a written warning or termination, having this clear documented process, like we just sat down, we talked about what curriculum implementation looks like in the classroom. We did 3 things that you were going to do. You didn't do any of them. And it's all documented and it's in place. And it makes these tough decisions a little bit easier for you to manage, because if this person is just not going to implement curriculum and they're just doing whatever they want, you need to start hiring and get ready to start firing, right? And that's not easy. But if they're not going to get on board with the direction from your center, then maybe you're not the right center for them. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. All right. So since implementing all these approaches many years ago, after learning from it, the transformation in our center has been remarkable. Teachers now receive regular, meaningful feedback. They have great conversations. They can bring their problems up, talk about any concerns they have. They even ask for more of these. Sometimes they'll come to the office and say, oh, can I have a check-in? And they just might need to, get things off their mind, get help with something, and it just normalizes mentorship and solving problems together, and that they're not alone. They're anticipated as opportunities to discuss achievements and set new goals. So the quarterly check-ins have been especially valuable. By addressing issues promptly and providing ongoing support, we've been able to prevent small problems from becoming big ones. Our documentation process has also improved, which has been crucial in maintaining fairness and transparency when more serious actions are required. So this consistent approach has led to more motivated and a confident team. Our teachers feel supported and valued, and that has directly impacted the quality of the care that we provide. So now it's your turn to reflect on your own performance review process. Are you using performance tools for growth, or are they just a formality? Take a look at how you're currently handling these reviews and consider what changes you can make to enhance their effectiveness. And inside the Directors Club, if you are a member, you can access our brand new performance review templates. If you need help implementing this, join us in the club for a month or 2, or stay longer. Most of our members stay over a few years because we love masterminding around all things Child Care Center business topics. So thank you for listening today, and I'm excited to hear from you. I would love for you to DM us, email us, and let us know how you're doing and your reflection of your performance reviews to boost your team's development. Thanks for listening today, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.